So your lower back should feel comfortable. You have lengthened your spine along the mat. You've created space in your spine. You've tucked your tailbone under to allow your hips and your lower back to release as you gently allow those knees to just drop open. So reverse your palms, turn your palms down towards the mat and notice how your shoulders rise. Then flip those palms, turn the palms up to the ceiling and notice how your shoulder blades sink down into the mat and you create more space within your shoulders and your upper back. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, if you haven't already done so, gently close your eyes and begin to visualize the space around you. Take your arms out wide, keeping the palms up to the ceiling so that you keep that space in your shoulders and your upper back. With your breath, sink those shoulders just another centimetre down into the mat. Think of the space you're creating in your shoulders. Spread your spine along the mat and down into the mat. Own your space. Release your lower back and your hips and see if you can create a little bit more space in that area. Own your space. Using your breath, visualize the space all around you, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, from the tips of your fingers to your heart center. Space above you, space below you. Breathe into it. Breathe into the space around you. Own your space. And breathe in. And as you breathe out, take the palms of your hands to the outside of your knees and gently bring the knees back together. Take the palms back down on the mat, release those shoulders. Open your eyes with the next exhalation. Take your feet hip distance apart. See if you can just touch the backs of the heels. Don't worry if you can't, it just helps with your alignment. You're going to push into the palms, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, and you're going to lift up into your bridge. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, just flow gently all the way down, being aware of the space in your spine as you come down, one vertebra at a time. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, flow all the way back up again. Exhale, coming all the way down, slowly, no rush, no hurry. One more, push into those palms, tuck the tailbone under and lift up. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, stay where you are and try to take the hands, so roll the right shoulder under, the left shoulder under, and try and clasp those hands underneath you, palms towards the top of your head, and push those palms away to create space again. Push into your feet. See if you can lift your bridge slightly higher. Breathe and hold. Breathe and hold. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, gently release the hands and slowly flow all the way back down to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Give them a lovely cuddle around the shins. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring your nose up towards your knees. Again, create space within your spine. Visualize the space between every vertebra in your spine. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hands, take them around the backs of the thighs. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to roll up to sitting. Take the left leg long, bend up the right knee. I'm just going to move the screen slightly because I just realised you can't quite see me. You're then going to take the sole of that right foot and just slide it on the inside of your left thigh. If you need to maybe prop that knee up with a cushion or whatever you've got, then please do. Sit up nice and tall. We're just going to go into a soft forward fold. So no pulling, no stretching, just softly. You're just going to round the spine and just go to where you can. So turn the palms up to the ceiling. This makes it more of a relaxation pose than if you had the palms down on the mat and you were stretching. So round the spine. Just come to where is comfortable for you, your lower back, your spine. Again, think of the space from your lower back all the way up through your spine, through your neck, to the crown of your head. And also the space in this long leg, in your left leg, from your hip flexor to your heel. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, just gently slide. No harsh movements, just slide all the way up. Bring this right knee up. Take the right foot over the left leg. Sit up tall. Take the crease of your left elbow around that right knee. Take the right arm up and over. Push into those fingertips. So don't take it away, so you lean back. Push. Make space. The best twist comes from the most space in your abdomen. So think about the space in your abdomen. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, twist to look over your right shoulder. It's almost as if you're wringing out a sponge. You're taking your tummy from the left to the right. With every exhalation, you may be able to twist just a little bit more to the right. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, again, slowly, all the way back. Take that leg long, give it a little bit of a shake, then slide up the left knee, take the sole of the foot to the inside of your thigh. So don't slide it underneath, just rest it. Again, nothing harsh. Sit up tall. Think about space. So pull your belly button in, up and back to your abdomen. That creates space in your abdomen, gives you more room to go forwards. And remember, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Make it into a relaxation pose. Round the spine. Think of the space in your spine. Use your breath. Breathe into it. Breathe deeply. On your exhalation is when you let go. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly flow all the way up Take your hand underneath your knee, lift that foot and cross it over your right leg. Sit up tall again. So hold on to the shin so that you can sit up tall. Think about the space in your abdomen. Then the crease of your right elbow wraps around your left knee. You take your left arm up and over, push into those fingertips, sit up tall, remember the space. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, twist to look over your left shoulder. So this time it's as if you're taking your tummy from right to left. Try and keep the foot flexed, softly flexed, no harshness at all. Exhale, can you twist? Do you have any more space? Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come all the way back. And just shake those legs. So I'm going to turn, you stay where you are, so we're going to come into a cross-legged position. So I've currently got my left leg in front of my right. So it doesn't matter if the knees are up here, just come to wherever is comfortable for you. Again, softly, okay? No harshness about this at all. Think about your belly button. Pull it in, up and back. It's the space you need in your abdomen. And again, you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hands. Just slide them in front of you to wherever you can. You might be up here. You might be able to come down a little bit further or all the way down. We're all different. It's not a competition. Just come to where is comfortable for you. Think about space. Breathe into the space in your hips, into your lower back. Let it go. Let it go with your exhalation. Then turn the left palm up to the ceiling and thread that arm through underneath your right arm. And can you follow it with your head? Now you might feel this in your left hip. So just be aware, breathe into it if you do. If it's too painful, then bring the arm back slightly so that you've not got so much of a stretch going on in that hip. We're all different. Breathe. Make that inhale longer, that exhale longer. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the hand back and maybe come down a little bit more because your back and your hips may have given a little bit. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide all the way up. As you change the cross of your legs, this is to make sure that we get into both hips equally, create space in both hips. So you may be tighter one side than the other, and that's quite normal, so don't worry about that. So again, sit up tall, belly button in, up and back for that space, and slide forward. Again, you may come a little bit lower because you've already opened the hips slightly. Just think about it, use your breath, no stress, no strain, just soft and flowing. Breathing, your regular breathing. Then turn the palm of the right hand up to the ceiling and thread it underneath the left. Trying to take your eyes through with it. So this is where you're going to feel it now in your right hip probably. Depends on how tight you are. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly unthread your needle, slide those hands forward. Just take note of whether you have come down. Perhaps just a little bit further where you've just created maybe just millimeters of space in your hips and your lower back. Breathe into it. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly slide all the way up. Uncross those legs, give them a little bit of a shake. They'll appreciate it. Get some space back in those legs again. You're going to swivel those legs around. So I'm going to stay facing you, and I think it might be a good idea if you turn so that your knees come in line with the long edge of your mat. And you're going to come up into high kneeling. So if I turn, this is what you look like. Okay? So the knees are hip distance apart. We're going to come into what's called a gate. So you're going to take the left leg out to the side. Now, you possibly can push into the outside edge of that foot. That will work up all your inner thigh, creating space in your inner thigh. If it's not for you, then you can point the toe, okay? So just work out what's best for you. Again, we're all different. You're going to take the right arm up to the ceiling. So get a nice stretch from your knee to the tips of your fingers. Again, space all the way through your rib cage. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide the left hand down the thigh as you bring the right arm over. So try not to round down. You're looking for space in your chest. So turn it slightly to come, your chest to come up to the ceiling to create the space as you come over. Well done, Millie, I can see you. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring that hand all the way down, and then take the other arm up and come over the other side. Again, think of that space all the way from your toes to the tips of your fingers. A little bit of a balance going on there. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring that hand all the way back down on your thigh. So your right hand, you're going to lean over and you're going to place it firmly on the mat. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, see if you can lift that long leg, flex the foot, and take your arm up and overhead. Stretch from the foot to the fingertips, space again. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come all the way up. Well done. So bend, high kneeling again. We take the left leg out. So you might be different. So you might be okay to push into the outside edge, or you may have to point your toes. Think about where is best for you. Think about this space all down your inner thigh. Slide your right hand down, take your left arm up and come over. Remember, rotate the chest slightly to bring it up to the ceiling so that you don't collapse into it. You're thinking of space the whole time this evening. Stretch through those fingers and breathe. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, as that arm comes down, the other one comes up and over you come. So push into the outside edge of the foot or into your toes. Stretch from the toes or the outside edge of the foot to your fingertips. Where's that space, Millie? I can see you. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, up you come. So remember, the whole palm of the hand needs to plant onto the mat to make sure you're safe and secure. As you bring that leg up, flex the foot and stretch. Nice straight arm through to those fingertips. Well done. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring the arm down, bring the leg down. Well done, and back to high kneeling. So take the hands down on the mat, bring one foot out with the toes pointing towards the corner of the mat, and then bring the other one out, toes pointing to the corner of the mat. Drop the bottom. So think about your knees going towards your little pinky toe. So your thighs are rotating from the inside out, not in. Don't collapse the knees in. Bring yourself down, arms up into cactus, and you're in your goddess pose. Opening up, creating space through your inner groin, Breathe in, and as you breathe out, flowing goddess. So up we come, palms together. And down again with your cactus arms. I'll push that back slightly. So I'm just playing with the screen. You keep going up and down, watch those knees. And come all the way down. Take the hands on the thighs. Push into the hands. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring the left shoulder in. And back to center. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, right shoulder in. And back to center. One more on each side. Left in. And right in. Well done. Come all the way up. I bet those legs are trembling. So bring yourself up. And then try and take those feet a little bit wider. Maybe line yourself up with the back end of the mat. So we're going to come into wide leg down dog. And then we're going to try a forward fold. So the wide leg down dog again will create space for us. So that perhaps some of you can come into the forward fold. So your legs are wide, and your feet, you need to be slightly pigeon-toed. So come up onto the toes and turn the heels out slightly. Breathe. Take the hands on the hips and come forward. Nice straight back to begin with. Belly button in, up and back. That's going to support you. So this is half forward fold. You're then going to drop the hands to the mat. So the hands are shoulder width apart. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to walk those hands forward, and you're going to bring the bottom with you. So this is walking your dog. Wide leg down dog, and just drop the head in between the arms. And as you drop the head in between the arms, push the hips back. This is creating the space and the stretch in your legs and your arms. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, try and keep that depth as you walk back. You may find your head has come quite close down towards the mat. Push into the arms, push into the legs, drop that head. Hold just for 3, 2, 1. And we're going to walk out again. So take note of roughly where your head is. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, walk out again into your wide leg down dog. Bring the bottom with you. And when you're ready, push the head through the arms, push the bottom back, get the stretch in the legs, through the spine. Hold, 5, 4, those legs are probably shaking, 3, 2, 1, and then bring yourself back. And just notice whether you've come down just a little bit more. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Then walk the hands over to the right ankle. So if you can take both hands over, if they won't go to the ankle, go to the shin, the knee or the calf, wherever you can. Hold on and breathe in, and as you breathe out, try and bring the nose towards that right leg. Wherever it lands is where it lands. Breathe, think about the space. Space in your legs, space through your rib cage. Hold for 2, for 1. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Walk back to the middle. Walk the hands forward, wide leg down dog. Go as far as you wish, bring the bottom with you. Then push the head back, push the bottom back, hips high. Feel the stretch, feel the space through the spine, through the legs. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk yourself back. Has that head dropped any further? Think about it. Think about your space, the space you're taking up on your mat, the space within your body. Are you dropping down even further? Breathe in, and as you breathe out, walk over to the left foot. Hold either the ankle, around the calf, knee, or the thigh, whichever is best for you. Push into the outside edges of both feet and pull yourself in to that left leg. Release the shoulders, release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Soft face, no harshness tonight. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back to center. Last time to walk your dog. Take it all the way out. When you're ready, push the head back between the arms. Push the hips back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring those hands back and just take note of where you are. Hold. Push into the outside edges of those feet. Think about the space that you've created in your body. Believe it or not, you've created a lot of space through those movements. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back up, halfway up, onto your fingertips, stretch through the spine. Then hands on hips and up to standing. And you're going to swivel on your feet. So the left foot swivels, so the foot goes forward. The back foot swivels, so it's 45 degrees. You're going to bend into that front knee. Try and ensure your hips are square, so they're facing the top edge of your mat now. And you're going to come in to high lunge. Try and bend into that front knee. Push into the outside edge of that back foot. Stretch through those fingertips, space. Think about space. You're trying to reach the ceiling. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring the hands down onto the hips. Step yourself forward and lift that right knee for a balance. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Step back for your high lunge again. You might be a little bit wobbly. Take the arms up. Release those shoulders. And cactus arms, just like you did in Goddess. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And I'm going to turn slightly just so that you can see my elbows. So you will be here. Then you're going to bring the elbows together and open, just like you're playing peekaboo. And in together and open. And in together and open. So this time you're going to go hands on hips and you're going to try warrior 3. So I've got to step back slightly because otherwise I'm going to hit my head on the wall in front. I haven't got quite enough room, so I'll just step back slightly. So hands on hips, breathe in, and as you breathe out, tummy button, in, up and back. You need that core to support you. Bring yourself up to warrior, whoops, see what I mean? Warrior 3. Take the arms forward if you wish for your balance, or back, or out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take both hands either side of that front foot. Step that back leg back. Step the left leg back, and you're in down dog. Just a normal down dog. Push through your heels, stretch through your spine. Hold it there for a few seconds. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, come forward into plank and drop your knees. So your knees are back behind your hips. You're going to squeeze the elbows into the body so the creases of the elbows come forward. Pull the belly button in, up and back. We're going to come into baby crocodile. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, down you come. So chest, tummy, hips, down. Hands are alongside the chest. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to push up. So straight arms into up dog. If you possibly can, you're going to lift the thighs off the mat. If you've got lower back issues, leave those knees on the mat. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, push. Come onto the front of the feet. Push. Well done. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, tuck the feet back into your down dog. Take a breather there. So drop the knees. Take a drink if you want to, because we're just going to do the other side. So you might be getting a bit warm. That's quite a strong little flow there. Keep thinking about the space that you are creating. I'll just wait for you for a second while you get a drink. You can be resting in child's pose if you prefer. Okay, everybody looks like they're ready. So, from wherever you are, so if you're in child's, bring yourself back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, back into your down dog. Look at the space alongside your hands. You're going to take your left leg up to the top of the mat. Swivel the back foot 45 degrees to bring you up to your warrior one. Release those shoulders. Stretch through those fingers. Push through the feet. Space again. Breathe. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, hands on hips. Step up to the top of the mat. Lift that knee. Have I done the same side twice? I might have done. So, if you lifted the right leg last time, you need to lift the left. And that's my fault if you've done it wrong. So get your balance. Because I'm laughing, I've lost mine. Lift the knee. And take that leg all the way back for high lunge again. So remember your arms. So it's almost as if you're playing peekaboo. So stretch through those fingers, push through those feet. Cactus arms. In together. Peekaboo. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Arms in together. Peekaboo. Squeeze those shoulders. Think of the space. Squeeze. Open your chest. Open your heart center. Last time. In together and open. Hands on hips. So I've got to step back again slightly because it's the space here. I'm going to come into warrior three. So take a moment. Press down through that right foot. And up. Or left, depending on which side you did last time. Take the arms forward, to the side, or back, your choice. Not doing very well here myself tonight. Take that leg back. High lunge. Hands down either side of the foot. Bring that back leg up alongside your other one. And you're in forward fold. Hold on to opposite elbows. And ragdoll from side
to side. Just let everything be heavy. Head, neck, spine, just let it go. Then release the arms to the mat. Bend the knees if you need to, because you are going to cross the right leg behind the left. So if I turn, hopefully you can see if I move back. Let's move that screen again slightly so that you can see my feet. So you're going to cross the right behind the left and try and get your toes in line with one another. So you're down in a forward fold and you're going to feel that in the back of your right leg. Breathe into it. Think of the space you're creating there. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to circle your arms, come all the way up. So you'll have to listen to what I say because you've lost the top half of me. You're going to take your left hand onto your right wrist. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to come over to the left. Think of that space again, all the way down the right-hand side of your body. Breathe into it. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release those hands. Roll all the way down. Bring that leg behind you and cross over again. Try and get the toes in alignment. Circle the arms all the way up, palms together. So this time right hand on left wrist. Stretch up and over to the right. Push through those feet. Space again. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, back to center and come all the way down. Uncross those legs. Just in a forward fold. Just come up onto the toes, walk through the legs. Move that screen again. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, before we go up, just make sure your feet are hip distance apart. So just take the two hands in between the feet to make sure they're hip distance apart. Then take the hands onto the hips, roll up slowly. We're going to come into mountain, so a slightly different version of mountain today. So you're just going to be doing something slightly different within the pose. So think about your posture, okay? So this is where you need your space. This is where we think about space. So push down through your feet, pull up through your legs into your hips, feel them switch on, pull up through your spine, through your rib cage, roll those shoulders back and down. Turn the palms forward. Stretch up through the neck, through the crown of the head. Gently close your eyes and think about the space you have around you. Draw your awareness inwards. Spread your toes. Spread your feet. Stretch through your feet. Bend your knees and straighten your legs. Think about the space you've created behind your knees. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs, all with your eyes closed if you can. Space behind the knees. Straighten through those legs. Reclaim your space. Keeping the eyes closed. Try and rock slightly forwards. Back to center and backwards. Back to center. Forwards. Back to center. Backwards. Space is all around you. Forwards. Center. And
backwards. How does it feel? Bend the knees. Rock forward with the knees bent. And backwards with the knees bent. How different does it feel? Forwards. And backwards. One more, massaging your feet. Forwards. And backwards. And straighten those legs. Breathe in that fresh spring air. Think about the space in your body, the space behind your knees that you've just created by straightening your legs. Breathe into it. Inhale deeply. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, open your eyes, circle the arms up above, palms together, down through heart center. And again, circle up and down. One more, up and down. This time, follow the palms all the way down to come into forward fold. So I'm going to turn slightly, you stay where you are. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to walk the feet out to the corners of the mat, toes pointing to the corners of the mat, heels in, to bring yourself down into a squat. And from there, you're just going to take the hands behind you and gracefully sit yourself down. So I'm not doing very well on my screen tonight. I don't know why. I thought it was in the right place. So I'll just move that slightly so that you can see me. So from where you are, you're going to come down to lying with the knees bent. You're going to place the right ankle on the left knee and gently open that right knee. You're creating space in your hip. So this is lying pigeon. Breathe into it. So if you know you're tight in your hips or this is far enough for you, then you stay here. Keep breathing into that right hip. If you think you've got a little bit more space there, you can lift up the left foot. You can thread the hands through the space in the middle and catch hold of the calf, and then bring the head back down. Then use your right elbow to open that right hip just a little bit more. This is really good if you're a runner or if you're a cyclist. This is where you hold your tightness. So create space in there, in your glutes. Breathe into it. Try and release the head down to the mat. Release the shoulders. No stress, no strain. 2 more wonderful deep breaths. Breathe into that right hip. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, if you thread it through, release that calf, shin, sorry. Take the foot down to the mat, palms out alongside you. Take the palms up to the ceiling to release those shoulders. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to twist over to the left. Try and take the foot all the way down to the mat, all the way down to the floor. Then your left hand's going to go on top of your right knee, and you're going to try and increase that stretch. Try and keep both shoulders on the mat. If you wish, you can turn the head to look at the right arm, to look at those right fingertips. Just go with where is best for you. Keep thinking about that space, space that you need, space that you've created. Again, this is going to work into your glutes if you're tight in your glutes. 2 more breaths. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the knee. Use your core to come all the way back. Release that foot down to the mat. And then bring the left ankle onto the right knee. Again, just open it first of all. Just gently push that knee away. Create the space in the hip first. Stay here, as always, if that's enough for you.
Otherwise, you can thread the hands through and catch the shin and use your elbow to open that left hip. Remember, head and shoulders on the mat. Release those shoulders. Release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Soften the face. Breathe softly and evenly. Space in that left glute, in that left hip. 2 more breaths. Then breathe in, and as you breathe out, if you've threaded through, release the shin, take the foot back down to the mat. Then twist all the way over to the right, bring the foot all the way down to the mat. Then take the right hand on the left knee, increase that stretch. And if you wish, you can turn to look to the left fingers, but again, it's your choice. You can stay with the head up or turn to look to where the knee is. Your choice. Listen to your body as always. Breathe into it. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release the hand again. Use your core, remember. Don't use momentum. Think about that core. Pull it in, up and back. Use it to come all the way back. Bring both knees into the chest once more. Open those knees out towards the armpits. Begin to show the soles of the feet to the ceiling. Hold on to either the outside edge or inside, again, your choice, your preference. Just to come into happy baby. Really opening up those hips. They should feel quite lovely and loose. You've done a lot of work to release them this evening. A lot of work to release your lower back. Release your shoulders, crown of your head. Release your lower back onto the mat. You might like to just gently rock from side to side. Just massaging that lower back. Again, nothing harsh, nothing strenuous. Just rock slowly from side to side. And breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring the knees back together into the chest again. Cuddle around the shins. Bring the head up towards the knees and try and remember, how far were you able to come at the beginning of class when you did this? Have you released space in your spine even more? Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Take the arms up above. Stretch through the toes, stretch through the fingers, own your space. Right above you, right below you, all around you. It's your space, own it, stretch. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release. Release the arms, release the legs, and get yourself ready for relaxation. Please remember, if you have got lower back issues, then bend those knees. Take the feet as wide as the mat and let the knees drop in. Otherwise, keep those legs long. Let the feet flop out to the sides. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Just release those shoulders. Settle yourself. Take a moment, make sure you're warm, make sure you're comfortable, because you've worked quite hard this evening, so you may be feeling quite warm. So remember, you will cool down, so ensure you've put a top on, or maybe a blanket or something just over your legs. Begin to settle, so that you're at home in your heart, as you reclaim your space. Space, expansiveness, focus on peace and
quiet as you gently close your eyes if you haven't already done so. Focus on feeling your breath from the tip of your nostrils, following your breath in and out. Taking your right hand to the centre of your chest and placing the left hand on the top. And again, focus on where is your breath coming in from. Where is your breath going to as it leaves your body? As you imagine you have a bullseye in front of your face and you pull your inhale in from the centre of your bullseye and you exhale it back to the centre. Pull in from the centre of your bullseye and exhale back to the bullseye. Then imagine pushing the bullseye away a little further. And again, inhale from your bullseye and exhale from that point. You're inhaling cool spring air and it's warm on the exhale back to your bullseye. In your mind, transport yourself to a huge green field. You can see right to the extent of the field as you breathe in fresh spring grass, expanding your awareness out even further over hedgerows to the sea, and breathe in that sea air, maybe even hearing the sounds of the waves from the sea. And expand now out into space and draw the stars in from space and then send the stars back out. Draw in the stars, send them back out into space. Deep, slow, meaningful breaths. As you draw your awareness back to the sea breeze, back to the green grass field and the scent of the green grass, back to yourself, back to your body. Feel your chest lift as you breathe and sigh out as you let go. The chest rises as you breathe in and sigh out as you let go. Inhale into your body and exhale. Settle back into yourself. begin to make your breath a little deeper and a little longer. As you release the hands away from the chest, keep the elbows bent and rotate your wrists, first one way and then the other way. Releasing the hands down to the mat, stretch through your legs, wiggle your toes, gently reawakening your muscles. Then bend up your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them one long, last lovely cuddle as you gently circle, first one way and then the other way. Just massaging that lower back. When you're ready, come back to center. Roll over onto the right hand side and gently push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Think of that space you've created in the whole of your body. From your hips, through your spine, your shoulders, down your arms to your fingers, your neck, through to the crown of your head. Breathe in that space one more time as you bring the palms together at heart center and gently bow your head. And remember, give yourself space to evolve. Thank you each and every one of you for joining me in this evening's practice. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Namaste.